I'm so glad some of you asked me about my skincare routine. I'm gonna show you right now what I do and what I don't do. For those of you new to this channel, my name's Regan and I'm not a dermatologist, but I've been seeing one for a really long time. And I recently put out a video on my skin cancer journey. So I will link that down below so you can check that out. Before I get into exactly what I put on my face, I want to start by saying that skincare comes down to a lot more than just what you apply to your skin. If you didn't know this already, the skin is the largest organ of the body and it is a direct reflection of your overall health. The foundation of great skin comes down to great health, just living a healthy lifestyle, not drinking excessive amounts of alcohol, getting plenty of sleep, eating a balanced diet of whole foods, and staying hydrated. So if you do all those things I just mentioned and you put great products on your skin, you're gonna have healthy, glowing skin. Let me start by saying I've been taking really good care of my skin since about my mid-20s when I started seeing a dermatologist. I protect my skin from the sun. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I apply a sunscreen. I reapply several times throughout the day. Rain or shine, I always have a hat on when I'm outside, at least most of the time I do. If it's sunny out, 100% of the time. But even usually when it's just a cloudy day, I'll wear a hat just to be extra safe. Let's go over my morning and night skincare routine that I do every single day. I have two heavy hitters. One I've been using for, oh my gosh, probably 25 years. And one I've probably been using for about 15 years. My morning and evening skincare routines are pretty simple. I don't use a whole lot of products, but I use the right products. So let me go over the products that I use in my morning skincare routine. When I first wake up in the morning, all I do is splash cold water on my face a whole bunch of times. And then I dry my face just a little bit and I apply a vitamin C serum. Why vitamin C? Because it is directly involved with the production of collagen at a molecular level as well as a structural level. It also decreases skin inflammation and redness, and it can help with dark spots. I was taught about these benefits of vitamin C a long time ago from a dermatologist that I saw at the time, and he carried a vitamin C serum called SkinCeuticals. It was vitamin C and like vitamin E and ferulic acid, and it was so expensive, but I used it and I loved it. I really did. I really loved what vitamin C was doing for my skin, but I hated the price tag on that SkinCeuticals one. So I found a total dupe. It's almost identical. In fact, I think this one has a little bit higher percentage of vitamin C, and it is by Timeless, and it is almost the exact same thing. And I use it every day. And it's less than $30. Yes. After my vitamin C, I go in with a really good moisturizer. This one is by CeraVe, and this whole line was created by dermatologists, and every dermatologist I have ever seen has recommended this line. So if they trust it and they use it, then it's good enough for me. And this one says PM on it, but I live at high altitude. I'm in Park City, Utah. It's really dry here. So I use the nighttime one during the day, and it's not too heavy. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it and niacinamide. And it's really great for helping to hydrate your skin. I think I mentioned that I have two heavy hitters in my skincare, but actually I have three, because this next guy, oh my gosh, this is the best sunscreen out there. And I'm gonna show you how I use it in a little bit, but it's really gentle. I have pretty sensitive skin. I can use it on my eyelids. It doesn't bother me. It's a tinted moisturizer too. So I put this on and I can go out without any makeup, and it just helps really even out your skin tone. It's got zinc oxide in it. That's why it has that little tint, so it won't have that white cast on it. And it has titanium dioxide in it, and it's really, really super hydrating. And this also has hyaluronic acid in it. And for such a powerhouse sunscreen, it's only about $40. So I use that sunscreen 7 days a week, several times throughout the day, rain or shine, and I absolutely love it. And I reapply and reapply. Okay, nighttime routine, here we go. This is pretty easy too. I go in, it's called micellar water. I use this, so for about 3 years I've been doing what's called a double cleanse, and I started this, I don't know who told me about it, but because I wear so much sunscreen, it was probably my derm who told me, because I wear so much sunscreen, you want to get all of that off of your face. So I go in with the micellar water, put it all over my face, and then I wipe it off with this little, it's called the face halo. Love these. Someone gave me these for my birthday a couple years ago, and I absolutely love them. They actually will gently exfoliate. I learned from my dermatologist to never put anything on your face that feels gritty. Your skin is already sensitive, and you don't want to cause extra trauma to your skin. It's kind of like, I mean, I associate it to working out. I mean, if you are going to use something gritty, you have to give your skin time to recover. It's like strength training. It's not a buildup of lactic acid. That's what it is initially, that's what the burn is, but the next day, when you feel the soreness and the tightness, it's not from the lactic acid, because that's been out of your system for about a half hour to an hour after you've worked out. You've metabolized that, it's gone. The next day, your soreness is from the teeny tiny little micro muscle tears. And when they rebuild themselves, that's when the muscles get stronger. So if you are going to use something gritty on your skin, you gotta give it a little bit of a break. My derm just says no to all that stuff, so I'm just gonna keep going with what she says. So after I've wiped everything off with my little halo, I go in with another CeraVe product. This is the Hydrating Facial Cleanser, and it's really, really nice. It doesn't irritate my skin at all again. So I put that all on, and I actually let it sit for about 2 minutes. Thank you, Shireen Idris. This is a derm on YouTube that I follow, and she said, yeah, if you're using a great hydrating cleanser like that, let some of it sink into your skin a little bit before just letting it all wash down the drain. So I leave that on for about 2 minutes, and then this is fun. I go in with this little guy. All right, so a long time ago when I lived in Seattle, one of my friends had given me this ultrasonic brush, kind of like a toothbrush, but it was for your face, that you used, and then you had to keep changing the head like every 3 months, and you had to keep it really, really clean. And I loved it, but then my face started breaking out because I think I just wasn't changing the head enough. And then I found this guy. And this gently exfoliates. It's a little cleansing brush, and you turn it on. Ooh, it still has some water on it. But I'll show you how this whole thing works. But what I love about this so much is the UV cleansing docking station. So this underneath here, it's UV, cleans it every time. So every time you use that brush, it's nice and clean. Oh, and if you don't have one of these, they're 60% off right now. I'll leave the link in the description. It usually costs like $149, and it's 60% off right now. So that is such a great deal. You gotta have one of these. All right, I'm all clean, still a little damp. I go in with another CeraVe product. This is the skin, I think that says, it says Skin Renewing Night Cream. I didn't have my glasses on. And this is awesome. I love this night cream, and I can't even tell you how many night creams I have tried in the past. One of my famous friends in Seattle turned me on to, what was it called? Oh, Creme de la Mer. ridiculously expensive. I used it because she always looked great, came highly recommended from her. She had given me some samples, so I started buying it, and gosh, I don't even remember what it cost, but it was so much, and it didn't really do anything for me. So I tried this one, another, derm recommended, and it's just a heavy duty moisturizer. It's got peptides and ceramides to help replenish your skin, so all of that good stuff. So I put that on next. All right, and then I walk away and I let that soak into my skin a little bit before the biggest power punch there is. My tretinoin. You might know it as Retin-A. I have been using this since I was about 25 years old. Stopped using it when I got pregnant and didn't start using it again until after both my boys were born. But this is the game changer right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, my derm friends, but I think Retin-A started as an acne treatment, right? And a lot of people are afraid of Retin-A because of the irritation, because it can cause some dryness, some irritation, some redness, some peeling. So it's all about how you use it, because if you use it right and you don't irritate your skin, you'll end up with smoother skin. It helps with hyperpigmentation. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It's just the best thing out there, and I'll never ever stop using it. So just like I always say with your health and fitness, it's a marathon, not a sprint. My derm always says that about skincare. So I've had to try a few different things with Retin-A. When I lived in Seattle, well, actually I was back east when I first started it. Started at the lowest concentration and used it once a week, and then bumped it up to twice a week, and just gradually went from there, and finally built up to a higher concentration. And when I moved to Seattle, same thing. I was already using this high concentration, so I kept using it, and I could use it every single day because there's so much moisture in the air. Now, fast forward to me living in Park City, I can only use this every other day, and I have to put some sort of barrier underneath, or I would get dry and irritated and red, and I would be hurting my skin more than helping it. And I also bumped down to 0.05 strength, and I don't know if I will bump up. If I feel like this every other day situation is working great for me. My skin looks good and feels good, and I think it's pretty healthy. So I think I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. If my derm wants me to bump up to a higher concentration, I will. But she says you're defeating the purpose if you go through too much of the redness and the peeling and all that other stuff. So she's probably gonna say, if everything's going good, let's just keep you at that concentration. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but so I've used this. I let it sink in for about a half hour, and then I go in with the Retin-A. So right before bed, I go in one more time with this night cream, just kind of sandwich that Retin-A in there like the cream of an Oreo, and then I get a great night's sleep, and I wake up and I do it all again. So let's head into my bathroom and let's go through everything step by step. All right, so I start by putting my hair back, and someone gave this to me. I absolutely love it. It puts a smile on my face every time I use it. And I'm working backwards this time. We're starting with the nighttime routine. So here I am taking off all my makeup and all that sunscreen with the micellar cleansing water. This is so great. It really just loosens everything up. And because I do wear so much sunscreen, it's important to get that off your face. And I'm just using that little face halo, which gently exfoliates and helps get all the day off of your face. Working on my neck. I forgot to do my chest in this video, but I use all these products on my chest as well. So next I'm going in with the CeraVe cleanser. It's a super gentle cleanser. It's non-comedogenic, non-irritating, it's super hydrating, it's fragrance free, and it also has ceramides and hyaluronic acid, which most cleansers don't have. So that's why I let it sit on my skin afterwards, but I rub it all in. So this is the second part of the double cleanse. I leave it on for about 2 minutes. And after the 2 minutes, I go in with my ONA Diamond Facial Cleansing Brush. I absolutely love this. So this is the second part of that double cleanse. This also gently exfoliates. And my favorite part is the UV cleansing docking base. So every time you pick it up to use it, it is completely clean and free of all that dirt and grime. And it actually feels really good while you're using it. It's like a little massage. And then I rinse that all off and I'm gently patting my face, not completely dry. I always leave it a little bit damp. And now I'm going in with the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. This is a heavy duty moisturizer. It's got peptides and ceramides, and it helps to replenish your skin barrier. So it's really good for you. It's super inexpensive. It's like less than $20. So I love the price, and it does all the good stuff that the expensive stuff claims to do as well. All right, getting my hands a little bit. And then I leave this on for, well, I keep it on, but for about 30 minutes, I let it soak in before I go in with the big Power Punch, my tretinoin. I use about a pea-sized amount, and I just dab it in certain places on my skin. And what I do avoid is putting too much around my nose area and right above my upper lip. I will use a little bit there, but I usually don't dab a dot right there. And then I just kind of pat it into my skin, and then another dot, and this is for my neck. I do not use this on my chest. It's just a little too irritating for my chest, but a lot of people can't use it on their neck either, but I don't seem to have a problem. Love that. So then right before I go to bed, I put on another little layer of the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. So I kind of sandwich it in, you know, like that Oreo I talked about earlier. So that is my night routine, and now we're moving on to the morning. And because I put such good stuff on my face, I don't clean my face in the morning. I just splash it with cold water and dry it just a little bit, couple pumps of the vitamin C, and we let that just soak into the skin a little bit. So everywhere, face and neck, chest. And this is the CeraVe PM Facial Oil-Free Moisturizing Lotion. I love this. I know it's a PM lotion, but it's super dry where I live. So I just love it. It also has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and it really helps replenish the skin and the skin barrier with ceramides. And then, oh, here it is. My absolute favorite sunscreen. I do a couple full pumps. This is the Elta MD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. And I just love it because it doesn't leave a white cast, but it does have zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. It's super gentle. I love the little tint that it leaves. And this is also really hydrating too because it's got hyaluronic acid in it. So I will put this on a few times throughout the day. And those are the products I use on my skin night and day, day and night. I will link every single thing I mentioned in the comments down below. Except the retin-A. Gotta go to your derm for that and get a prescription. I hope you found this video really informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. My name's Regan. This is Boom 50 Fitness, your new BFF.